Hello and welcome to another edition of The Root of the Story. I'm your host, RaDeana Montgomery, and we are now on our third episode. Thank you so much for joining us the last couple of episodes and learning about some of the incredible people in our community and learning about their businesses and their backstories. And today I am joined by a very young entrepreneur who is doing something in the community, something that is helping other charities, something that he really enjoys. So joining me now from his home, and he's a bit tired because he's been working so hard and he was at the skate park today and I bothered him to come and do this interview with me. Joining me now is Chase Donnell. Hi, Chase. Thanks for joining me today.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. You look a little tired. Is the bath bomb business really busy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's what we're going to talk about today. So I've been following your story. You are the ripe age of 8 years old and you're a young entrepreneur. And like some people, some of the things, even when we're our age, we always say, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up, but it looks like you might be on the road to being an entrepreneur. So talk a little bit about these bath bombs. How did you get into making bath bombs?
Because we started making bath bombs for my sister's friends for Valentine's. And I came up on Family Day and asked, can we make a business out of it?
So why bath bombs though? Do you like taking baths?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you like the bath bombs. So you made them for your sister's friends. And what did they think of the bath bombs?
They like it a lot.
So you made this into a business. So talk a little bit about, what you're doing. How many bath bombs are you making, say, in a week? Do you know?
Like 5 times a week.
So 5 times a week you're making bath bombs. And every time you make some bath bombs, how many is that usually?
20, 30.
Oh, wow. Times 5. So you're doing like 150 bath bombs a week?
Yeah.
That's a lot of bath bombs. So how long does it take you to make one bath bomb?
I would say 10 seconds, so just mold it.
Oh, okay. So can you go through the steps with us and tell us, walk us through how you make bath bombs? How do you do it?
We have cornstarch, baking soda, and we would use citric acid and water and food coloring and essential oils.
So now when you're creating them, like you come up, because these smell so good. Your mom dropped some off for me and they smell so good. So where do you come up with the ideas for the flavors that you make? Is this your own, like a little bit of this and a little bit of that? How do you decide?
We just do a mix of like all, because people can order what scents we have.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about, like you're making them, but you're selling them, and where is the money going to?
Headwaters.
You are so tired tonight. Where does the money go that you make?
Headwaters. For a cup. For the equipment.
So you're selling some right now to make money for equipment for Headwaters. You also did, I think you did one for the SPCA as well, correct?
Yeah.
And why did you choose the SPCA?
Because I love dogs, all animals, and I want to help them out.
Do you remember how much you raised for the SPCA?
2,883.
Wow, that's incredible. And so what is your goal now for the hospital? How much are you hoping to raise for the hospital?
I don't know how it's going to turn out.
As much as you can, maybe?
Yeah.
Now, how much do you sell them for? How does it work?
So, for Excuse me. Four for a bag, $4 to $8, and you can, if you got to do it to like Brampton, it would be $10, an extra
Oh,
$2.
Okay, so you do delivery. That's great.
Yeah.
So I see you have orange creamsicle. Do you know how many flavors you have altogether?
I don't even know, but there's a lot.
There's a lot. Do you have a favorite?
Watermelon.
Sorry, which one's your favorite?
Watermelon.
I can't tell what that is. Oh, watermelon. Oh, watermelon. Watermelon's kind of like a really great summer one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is this something you really enjoy? Your mom helps you. I think your mom's there. I don't know if she's hiding from the camera, but your mom helps you with creating these bath bombs.
Yeah.
There she is. There's Judy. Yeah, so we finally got Judy here. So Judy, tell me a little bit about how this came about. I mean, what do you say? I mean, he's 8 years old. So when he comes and says, "Hey, I think I want to start a business," what are you thinking?
Let's just do it. We literally started on Family Day, talked about it, and made an Instagram account, just thinking he'd get some support from some family and friends. And then that was it. And we set a goal. And within 48 hours, the goal of $500 had been reached. So we figured that was too easy. So we have to just keep on going. So we extended it a little bit. And we didn't expect the outcome that we've had, obviously, but it's been amazing. And so we've just been rolling with it. And we had decided, myself and Chase's dad, Jeff, we had decided our donation would be buying all the products, supplies that would be needed to make these bath bombs. And that way, every cent from every sale would be donated.
Now, is this something like, I mean, you're doing the Headwaters thing, and how long will you do the Headwaters Hospital?
We haven't put a timeline on it. It did start off a little slower than the SPCA, which was expected, but now we've introduced some other stuff, and his bath bombs are available at the Village Refillery local on Mill Street, and also Grassroots on their website. In town, and Finders Keepers, but unfortunately they got shut down, so they had some there too. So it has picked up. We've got tons of orders. We don't have a timeline. We're just gonna see how we go. So it could be, I mean, 8 weeks, 9 weeks. We're just gonna go with it and see what happens, because we obviously want to give a decent donation.
Right.
And it'll be hard to top the SPCA, but I'm sure you can do it.
Now, is this something you think you'll continue doing into the summertime?
Absolutely. Yeah. We'll just keep going. Yeah, as long as it continues to be successful. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
We'll pick another charity.
Right. So you really love it. Do you think you'll introduce other lines into what you're doing?
Right now, last week we just introduced the shower steamers. Right. So, and those are, yes. And those are available also for $8, and there is 6 in a pack. So we're trying to keep it budget friendly for everybody. And because it is a charity, we want to keep the prices down. But I mean, if Chase wants to get creative and come up with something else, so why not, right?
Yeah, it's interesting, Chase. I mean, you were telling me earlier you like to play video games and you like to skateboard. So it's interesting that you would come up with a business that's bath bombs as opposed to maybe something skateboard attire or video game accessories. So, I mean, I think it's great. But, you know, I guess I was curious about that. What made you just think bath bombs were a great idea? Were they fun to make? Was that why? Are they fun to make? Are they hard work? Like, how hard is it to make bath bombs?
Not hard.
Not hard. So it's easy. So it's fun and it's easy, right?
Yeah.
And what's your favorite part about it?
Molding it.
Pardon me?
Molding it.
Molding it. Okay, so now when you mold it, how long does it have to stay in the mold before it becomes a bath bomb,
So you gotta pack it and then you'll take it out with these.
right?
But with these metal ones, you gotta wait a little bit.
So you're making some there right now. Yeah. And so so you have to obviously mix everything all together. And then, sorry, how long does it stay in the mold before it's hard enough to come out of the mold?
We just take it out straight away with the pink
Oh,
ones.
it's instant. Ah, nice. I was
You want to
making,
make as much as you can.
right.
You'd have to wait so long, and then it'll dry out.
But it dries overnight. So we let
Right.
them, they take overnight.
So now where are you making them? In your kitchen? Is this where is this where production takes place? The workshop? And so, so you're making Chase said you're making about 150 of them a week. Is that about right? Or
Sometimes in one night.
right? Pardon me?
Sometimes we do that in one night.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because 2 days ago we had to stock for the online for the grassroots eco. And so we did, well, 6, 12, 24 bags so that she could have them available as people ordered online. So, and then our biggest order we had was we did have a big donation for $250. We also had an actual order of $250. So when we had to fill that order, it was 30 odd bags.
Oh, that's good. So obviously you're helping him with this, with the production as well, right?
Yes. His sister helps too.
Oh, nice.
So
It's a
Aaliyah's
nice-
12, so she helps. And then his dad, not so much with this, but we send him on a lot of deliveries.
Oh, wow. So it's kind of a family, family. So do you think that you created this partly because, was this something that he's always wanted to do? Has he always shown an interest in some sort of entrepreneurship? No. So is this?
No, it was just being in the kitchen is always something he's enjoyed.
Okay.
So he really took an interest in cooking over COVID. So that has been fun, but he's just always kind of in there into everything. So. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you that, Chase. You know, because of COVID, you know, either it's one of two things: either you have a lot of time or you don't have a lot of time. Have you found that now, because you are spending more time together as a family, there's that opportunity now to do something like this, whereas maybe you didn't have that time before, when I think things were maybe normal? Like, I'm assuming if there's sports and all those kinds of things in play, that you have less time together, maybe more time now to work on these kinds of projects.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you would tell another young person? So say there was a young person watching this video and they're thinking, gee, I might want to start up a business. What kind of advice would you give them?
If you're gonna do it, just do it.
Just do it. And what about like ideas? How would they know? So what you're saying is, if they just have an idea, just go with it. How do you think they find their ideas?
You can just think different ideas and
go from there?
just make paintings. You can sell them.
Do you think that, sorry, do you think you want to be an entrepreneur when you get older? Do you think this is something you'd want to do, is have your own business?
Yeah.
Do you have other ideas aside from this now? Has this spurred other ideas for you?
Pardon, can you say that again?
Like, aside from making the bath bombs, are there other ideas that you're coming up with that you would like to do? Not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet? And what grade are you in, Chase?
3.
Grade 3. And so what do your friends think of this? What do your friends think of the fact that you're a little young entrepreneur?
They're good. They've been buying them, and
So they're supportive of what you're doing.
yeah,
So what flavor are you making there today?
watermelon.
Oh, watermelon. So how many molds do you have? I just see 2, or do you have more than that?
We have more.
Oh, you have more? And this is the size. This is the size. All the bath bombs are this size then?
Yeah, or this.
Oh, okay. So you have some round ones.
And
So
that's
so your mom dropped these off to me ahead of time so I could get an idea of what they were like. And I was sitting in my office the other day. I was having my lunch, and after I finished my lunch, I could smell something on my desk, and I thought it was like sweets or candy or a donut. I don't know what I thought it was. So I grabbed the bag because it came in this cute little brown bag, but I didn't see that it said Bombs by Chase. I had it this way. And so I grabbed it thinking there was something in here, and I pulled it out and I almost ate them because they smelled so good. I thought they were like candy. Have you ever tasted them? Do they taste funny? Probably don't eat them, right?
good. Probably though.
I don't think they taste very good. Okay, so let's recap then. So if people want to buy these bath bombs, where do they find them? Like, where do they go? You have a Facebook page? Do you have a website?
We're working on it.
You're working on it?
Our
Okay.
website, and you can order on Instagram.
Order on Instagram. Okay. So I'll put all that information up on the details so that if anybody's interested, they can just order them that way. So I see you just put some, so that's the round one. So now how long is that going to sit inside that mold?
Like a minute.
Oh, really? It's that fast, eh?
Sometimes we fail,
It's not always the best, but
then we try again.
So is it like, it's a consistency thing, right? You have to have a certain consistency. Is that what it is? So too much water, not enough water. Is that kind of, oh, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you
No.
know what? You could always break them up into smaller pieces and call them little bath fizzies or something so you're not wasting them, right? I'm sure people don't mind, really, honestly.
Yeah, we actually use them on a daily. So
yeah,
we take them in the shower too. So I take about 3 at a time. It becomes an obsession watching them fizz.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that happens. Sometimes we just throw them in the kitchen sink and wash them just because we can.
Where did you find how did you figure out the concoction or the recipe? Did you go online to find ideas and then create it based on that? Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks so much, Chase. I know you had a very busy day today, and especially if you're making sometimes 150 bath bombs a day, that would be very tiring. So I know you're tired, so I appreciate you for joining me and sharing your story with me. And I hope that this helps your cause and that, oh, let's see. Wow, so cool. Voila. That's so cool. So thank you so much. Thank you, Judy, as well, for the information and for sharing your story. And we'll put everything up in the description so that everybody has a way to contact you. And I'm just going to flip over here. So that concludes this edition of The Root of the Story. Be sure to join in weekly and learn about interesting people in our community and some of the causes that they're doing, some of the things that they're doing, the wonderful things that they're doing. This is a weekly show. And so if you have any story ideas for me, please make sure to reach out or comment. That is so cool. Thanks again. Thanks, Chase and Judy, and we'll see you next week on The Root of the Story.
Thank you. Thank you, Chase.
Thank you.